Okay guys, today we're going to be talking about going on to the 5th grade and we're going to learn some new vocabulary words. But first things first, if you think that you might need a fidget, go ahead and go get it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, do you guys remember what the rules and expectations are about fidgets?
Yeah. Yes.
What are they?
Do not play with your fidgets when you are working. They're not a toy.
They're not a toy. They're used to help you focus. And if they become a distraction, where do they go?
Where do I put them up?
You have to put them up. Okay, good. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys one of these little cards. And you're going to write something that you're either nervous for or excited for. I prefer that you guys do nervous for because that'll help better with the lesson, okay? So something that you're nervous for when you go to 5th grade. Now, I know you guys just started 4th grade, so that seems like a long ways away. But we're going to start this activity now, and we'll keep revisiting it throughout the year. That way, by the time you guys get to 5th grade, you're comfortable, okay? Okay. If you need your iPads or Chromebooks so that you can use text-to-speech, please go get them. If you don't, you can go ahead and just get started. Okay, so you just say what you want to write, and then it'll type it for you, and you can write it on your card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes, okay?
The people. The people.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'll give you guys more time. I want you to do both. One thing you're excited about and one thing you're nervous for, okay? Make sure you're writing on the lines, okay? Okay. Is that you're nervous? Okay. You just need to write one thing that you're excited about and one thing that you're nervous about.
My friends.
Okay, so just put your initials on the bottom of your card if you're done. Okay. Go ahead and put your iPad just off to the side. We don't need it right now, but you might need it in a little bit again, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just clip this right here. I'm gonna give you about 20 more seconds. Just write what you're excited for, please. It doesn't have to be a complete sentence. It's just a thought. Something that makes you excited and something that makes you nervous. Okay, while she's finishing, let's go ahead and talk about how does your day look right now in 4th grade? What do you do when you first go to school?
We write in our planners.
Okay, and then what do you do?
And then we pick our lunch options, and then we write on the board what the question is.
Okay, and then do you go to specials, or do you do reading or math?
We go to special.
Okay. Can I borrow your pencil real quick? Okay, so let's write that. I'm going to write that on a little card. That way I have it. Okay, so the first thing you do is agenda or planners. Are you finished? Okay. And then you guys do specials?
No, and then we'll pick a lunch.
Oh, lunch. Okay, just kind of you just do a little morning routine and then specials? Okay. When you guys come back from specials, what do you do?
Switch. We stay in the classroom for an hour. For math, and she does reading.
Okay, so you do math or reading. You guys are in different classes, but you do one of those first. And then after that, do you switch, or what do you do after that?
We switch.
Before lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you switch and do math or reading in the other class?
Before we go to after special, we grab and go.
Okay. Switch class. And then what? And then lunch?
Yeah. No. And then what's MTS? MTS. Yes.
Okay. So you guys do interventions? And then lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after lunch, what do you guys do?
Recess.
After that?
And then we go back to our, I do science, she does social studies.
Okay, so then you do science or social studies. And then you switch, right?
Yeah.
And then you go back to your homeroom? Or do you go to your switch class first and then back to your homeroom?
Switch class, and then we do our stuff for an hour and then we go to our class.
Okay, so after lunch and recess, you go to your switch class?
Yes.
Okay, let me fix that because that's going to matter. So, something that is a little bit different next year is you guys will be switching for all of your classes. How does that make you feel? Does it make you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to switch a lot.
Okay. Then you do homeroom, social studies, or math, and then you do study hall. And that's when you come down and see me. Okay, so this is our 4th grade schedule. I'm just gonna put it right here. That way we can look at it in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go over these cards. Okay. So the first one says, I'm nervous for the people. What makes you nervous about the people?
If they're going to be rude.
If they're going to be rude or be nice. Okay. And you're excited to see your friends? Okay. You're nervous for the homework. That's a good one. What makes you nervous about the homework? Do you think it's going to be hard or easy?
Hard.
You think there's going to be a lot? Okay.
A lot more than 4th grade.
Okay. And then you're also excited to see your friends. Okay, those are really good. So what we're going to do first is, so we're going to learn about some things that can help you transition. Do you guys know what it means to transition?
No.
Okay, so transition just means that you're moving forward or you're going on to the next thing. So when you transition out of 4th grade, you go to 5th grade. Good job. So 5th and 6th grade are a little bit different than 4th grade. So right now, do you guys know how our school's divided up right now?
Yeah.
So we have the early grades, which is what? The early grades, like the younger grades. Preschool?
Pre-K.
Preschool and pre-K are the same.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth.
5th.
Okay. No. I'm so sorry. The early grades are preschool first. Oh my goodness. The early grades are preschool, kindergarten, first, second, and third. And then you guys are in a different hallway and it's 4th, 5th, and 6th. But in 4th grade, you guys still don't quite do what 5th and 6th graders do. So we're just going to go over the schedule really quick. And then you guys are going to come up with some resources. You know what resources are?
No. Oh, yeah.
What are resources?
Things that you do to help you remember.
Okay, things that you do to help you remember. What are some other resources?
Things to help you build something.
Things that can help you. Yep, that's good. Yep, your agenda's a good resource. Okay, so in 5th grade, you'll have a different routine than what you're used to right now. So in 5th grade, you guys will go to school. You'll go to specials. Then you'll have science or social studies in the morning. And then you guys will have lunch. And then you guys have MTSS. And then you'll have your reading and math at the end of the day. So it's kind of switched compared to what you're used for.
and 5 through 6.
Oh, your recess is like with your lunch. If you finish your lunch, you get to go outside. Kind of the same. So, hold on just a second, please. So, I kind of want to go over the teachers with you guys real quick. So, let me pull that up so I can show you. So, Mrs. Rogers teaches reading. Mrs. Geyer teaches math. Mr. Grover teaches social studies. And Mr. Stewart teaches science. So, you guys will have 4 different teachers next year instead of just 2. Yes.
But we'll all go to those classes.
You will go to every single one of those classes. So right now you guys just switch and you have a teacher that does math and social study or math and science, and then you have a teacher that does reading and social studies, right? Mm-hmm. So next year you'll have a different teacher for each one of those classes. And then first thing in the morning you guys will still go to specials, but you guys will get on the bus and you'll go to specials at the juniors and senior high school. So you'll have a different gym and music teacher, okay?
Why?
Because that's just how they do it. And we'll take some time later, closer in the year, to go over there so that you guys can meet everyone, okay? What are some things? Okay, so we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna do some role playing. Let's say that you guys are in class, in your regular classrooms, okay? And someone has made you feel uncomfortable. So a resource can be a person or a thing. Who is a resource you could use in that situation?
The teacher.
The teacher. Who else?
The person who did that. No.
Who could help you? A friend. Okay. What are some other resources that we have in the school right now? What are some resources you guys use every day? So you guys said your planners. That helps.
Chromebooks usually.
Okay. Planners.
Chromebooks. Agendas.
That's the same thing as a planner.
What?
Who are some people in your school that help you?
Friends.
Your friends. Okay.
Teachers. The principal.
Good. Those are all good. I'm about to get my marker. Friends, teachers, principal.
Also
Who else?
Paper and pencil.
Who's someone that is in our school that helps us if we're having
You.
like, I'm a teacher, so that would still count. Who's someone that comes in your classroom sometimes and helps you?
Miss Jesky and Miss Shelby.
And what are they?
Parents.
Paras. That's good.
And the person that comes in to talk about feelings. The counselor.
The counselor. Do you guys remember her name?
No.
Miss Martin.
I like that one.
Okay. So those are some of the resources you have right now. Will you have all those resources next year?
Maybe.
Yeah, those are all resources that you can have next year. So this is a really good start. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario or a problem that you might encounter next year, and you're going to tell me what you're going to use up here, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so you guys get home and you can't remember what your homework is. Which one of these would you use?
Teacher.
You're at home.
Your planner.
Your planner, because you're supposed to write in your planner, right? Now, I don't know. We'll have to do some checking. But even when you guys get in the older grades, sometimes they'll use an app on the Chromebook. And you guys will bring your Chromebooks home. And you'll use your Chromebooks to do your homework, okay? Let's say that... Oh, I know one that's not on here.
Pencils. Paper.
Those are resources, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for resources that help you to get something that you need or something that you want. And that's called advocating for yourself. What would you do if you guys were outside and you fell and you busted your knee open? Where would you go?
To the nurse.
To the nurse. But our school doesn't have a nurse, so where would you go?
The principal.
To the office, that's right. So Miss Irene or the principal, whoever's in there, they can help you get cleaned up, okay? So let's add that.
Or the pre-K teacher, sometimes she comes in there.
Nurse, principal. Actually, I'm just going to put office. Okay? Let's say that you got in a big fight with one of your friends.
Like counselor.
Yep, you could use the count. Where is that? Oh, I didn't put counselor. I put her name. Okay. Let's say that you're going through something really, really hard.
Parents. Teachers.
Your teacher or who else? Your parents aren't up here. We're at school. Are your parents at school with you?
Miss Martin.
Miss Martin, the counselor. Okay, good job. And let's say you might just need a little bit of help with your work.
Your teacher.
Your teacher. Who else?
Paras.
The Paris. Good job. So those are all different people that you can use, okay?
And kind of the principal.
Okay, so let's say that you guys are outside. I want you guys to pretend like you got in a fight.
Not talk to each other.
Okay? What might you do?
Go to Miss Martin.
But what if she's not outside?
I might get mad, and then I might say something that's not kind.
Okay, let's pretend. We're gonna pretend, okay? So you're gonna pretend to be mad and say something not nice, okay?
You don't look nice today.
Okay. Because she made you mad. Okay, so then what would you do?
Go get a teacher.
Go get a teacher. What could you do maybe before that?
You can say why.
Yeah, you guys could talk to each other and maybe work it out.
I know.
How did that make you feel when she said that?
Mad.
Okay, so now I want you to tell her that that makes you angry or that makes you sad or however, okay? Go ahead.
That makes me angry.
Okay, and what's your response?
Well, you made me mad back. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I didn't have to
so
show.
here's that big word that I told you guys at the beginning. Self-advocacy is advocating for yourself. When you tell each other how you feel, you're advocating for your feelings. That means that you're standing up for yourself, okay? Were we nice to each other?
No.
No. So do you think that this is probably going to end well, or do you think we might need to go get someone else?
We might need to go get someone else.
Okay, and who made you go get?
The
A para.
The person who's outside and who watches you, Miss Jesky or Miss Shelby.
Okay, so a para.
Or the counselor.
Or the counselor is sometimes out there, okay? Let's say that you guys are really, really fighting, and it's been a couple of days. How do you think we should solve this?
By go telling a teacher and telling her about it. Talking about it?
To who? Do you think you should talk about it to your friends?
No,
because that might
get involved.
They might get involved and it might cause bigger problems. Do you think the nurse can help you?
No.
No. Do you think your planner can help you?
No.
No. Do you think your Chromebook can help you? No. So what resource should we use?
Teacher, principal, para, and Miss Martin, the counselor.
Right. Okay. So, let's do one more, okay? Pretend like it is the first day of school. What is something that you could use to help you get through the day?
A squishy.
A squishy. But what if you don't know where you're going?
A teacher or a parent or a principal. Or
Something that's not on this list that we haven't put on here yet. What do you guys get
a little notebook, and then it shows you what classes to go to.
What is that
List.
called? A list. What else? If it has the
Binder.
times and where you're going.
A piece of paper. Schedule.
Good. We're gonna add that because do you guys have a schedule right now?
No. Yes.
Where?
In my teacher's classroom, and it says where we're going.
Where's it at? Hold on. Wait your turn. Where is it?
And it's by the door, and when you walk in, you would see it.
So it's like a poster and it's on the wall. Okay.
By the lunch menus.
Okay. Is yours a poster too?
We don't have.
Or is it like on the board?
We don't
Or
have.
you don't have one in your room? Okay, so that's interesting. So, what if your teacher doesn't have one in their room?
Sometimes she does go to Canva and put it on the screen.
What can you do if your teacher doesn't have one in your room?
Ask or look at the time.
Or you can make your own.
Make her own.
So you could use like a little card. And so that's going to be another project that we work on a different day. For today, what I want you guys to do before you go is I'm going to give you each a piece of paper. And on your piece of paper, you're going to write resource plan.
Resource plan.
Okay, so you're going to write that at the top right here on this big part right there, okay? Okay, then you're going to write a number 1. Just go ahead and write number 1. You can do that part later, okay? Because you're taking too long. Over there on this side.
This right here?
Uh-huh. Just write a number 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick out which one of these you think might be the most helpful to you in 5th grade. What do you think is going to be the most helpful to you?
Just one?
Don't. We're going to do 3, but do your top one first.
What do you mean?
Pick a resource that you think is going to be the most important for you next year, or that will be the most helpful so that you can get the things you need. Erase those, please, because we're not ready to move on. Okay, now underneath that, I want you to write how that's going to be helpful for you, or when you would use that thing. So like if you picked a planner, how would you use the planner? What is it going to help you with? If you picked the schedule, how is that going to help you? Or when are you going to use that? If you picked the counselor, when would be a time that you would visit the counselor, okay? So if you need your device, go ahead and get it.
The teacher? Because she or he can be helpful.
Helpful with what? That's fine. You can write that. Just, you need to put helpful with what? Because these are all things that can help us, right? These are all resources. So those are all things that can help us.
I'm not finished writing the top. Because I finished.
Okay, when you get finished with number 1, just pick another one. So pick another resource, or if there's one that's not on here that you can think of, you can put that on there. You just have to have your resource and the reason, or how, I'm sorry, your resource and how or why you would use it.
Because they can.
Yes.
Can we skip a line?
Yeah, please do.
Hope when you're back. Is planner and schedule kind of the same thing? Because it tells you what to do on both.
They're not. A schedule tells you where you're going to go and at what time. A plan. What do you guys use your planners for?
To tell you what you're going to do for the day.
Yeah.
Or
Or your homework.
oh yeah.
So like, remember we talked about if you get home and you don't remember what you're supposed to do. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. That way you guys can keep working. And when you're done, just turn it in. And then we'll get cleaned up and ready to go home, okay?